Yo, my name is Ray and I'm making an EP in 10 weeks. We're now in week 6 and this week is going to be all about developing the visual world behind the EP. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. Let's go! So the first step was to just start mood boarding a ton. I started off roaming around on Pinterest. I usually just start collecting all sorts of random images that speak to me or that I vaguely feel like they could fit the music or the project that I'm currently working on. So at this stage, there's not much thinking, not much direction. It's just things that generally make me feel something. And after about half an hour of doing this, I downloaded all those images and imported them into a brainstorming board. I brainstorm on Adobe Firefly, but you know, I could use whatever. I extracted several themes from the big pile of images on Firefly, which turned out to be general, camcorder/television, mirror, sky, and text and quotes. And clearly I turned out to love the sky theme for this project, as I selected a lot of images for this one theme. And since I also thought this aesthetic might potentially fit the theme of the EP really well, I decided to dive a little bit deeper into this one specifically. And immediately the images reminded me of a photo shoot I did a while back with a friend. And the pictures I took back then actually aligned pretty nicely with the images I selected. So I thought I'll just include a couple in this brainstorming board. And I also realized I needed to watch out for not ending up too much like Fred Again's 10 Days album. Because I mean, I love that aesthetic and he's done it really well, but I want to create something new and something more me. You know, what's the point of doing something that's already been done if you're creative? And then I selected one of the images from the big pile that spoke most to me to see if I could investigate it a little bit more. And I discovered an absolutely amazing AI-powered feature in Firefly because I could edit the images using Gemini. Bro, that's amazing. So first I tried removing the woman and tried putting the man in a different pose just to see how I could tweak the image. And then I discovered the video feature, which enabled me to make him move across the frame. And I also tried putting the man in different environments because I had this idea of putting me in different environments to show that I'm on an exploration tour and finding who I am, which is like the central theme of this EP, you know, me finding who I am and who I want to be. And I was amazed by these AI features once again, because mood boarding like this is just so effective. It just allows me to get to my imagination so much faster, which is phenomenal. And this turned out to be a really useful brainstorming session, and I came to a concrete image rather quickly, I would say. So next up are the locations that are tied to the marketing of this EP, but for that I'll need to get my ass out of this tiny student dorm because it's way too hot here and life is outside, so let's go outside. This mirror is dirty as fuck though, what the fuck? So the first location I was thinking of is the park, and I'm there right now. It's beautiful weather, as you can see, so it's an amazing day to be here. I live in Haarlem, and in Haarlem we have some beautiful parks, and this is one of them. And I thought this would be really suited for the EP, because of course we have the sky over here, but also you have a lot of nature and people over here, and there's water. Wait, let me show you, there's water here. Over there, there's water, so there's boats driving around, floating around. So this was the first location that immediately came to mind when I was thinking about locations, and it really fits. Oh wow, golden hour. It really fits the EP really well, so I'm definitely gonna consider this one for some marketing stuff. I just love it here. This is so good. Another amazing location I was thinking about is the city center of Haarlem. Again, just in the city where I live. And of course over here we can also try and find the sky again, as you can see over here. So that means we can do the shots that I imagined, like me walking through the shot on different locations, which is also amazing. And look at this, there's just little boats ferrying along. It's just amazing, amazing city. The only downside of today is that it's really hot. It's like 30 degrees, so I'm sweating my ass off. And funny enough, I already shot some pictures here once on this specific bridge and one bridge that's just around the corner. I'll just show them on screen right now because that's fun. And while I was walking here, I actually recognized another place where I once took photos on the same photo shoot as on a bridge, and that's over here. And right now there's an event over here on the big square, as you can see, but usually there's a big square and the church is right behind me. So this is a perfect place to go shooting because you have the old buildings, you have the sky, which I needed, and a lot of space, so that's amazing. And another good thing about shooting over here in this beautiful city is that you have a lot of like these smaller little side streets, which is really cute as well, and gets for a lot of great footage, so that's amazing too. Yeah, amazing wall, amazing wall. So, enough being said about the city center of Haarlem, let's move on to the next location. Vamos! And the third and last location that I wanted to show you guys is the dunes over here with the big lake. It's just absolutely stunning over here, and especially in summer. I mean, just take a look around. It's amazing. And then here behind me you have a lot of more dunes, so you can go really deep into the dunes. Right now I'm just like at this part where a lot of people are playing, which is also amazing. And there's also dunes at the beach here, which is a little bit farther, but this was closer home, so I decided I would just go here for this video. But I mean, this will work really well. I mean, look at the sky and then this whole vibe. I think it will suit the EP really well. So these are all the shooting locations that I had in mind that I could show you guys live, like on site, and the rest I'll just show you at home. So take a look one last time. It's amazing, right? Just amazing, amazing. What's up? Yeah, so I'm back home and it's time to show you guys the last couple of locations that I had in mind. I had written down 4 more locations, of which 2 I want to eliminate straight away, being sports clubs and music venues. 2 other locations that I did think were cool are industrial spaces and art spaces. However, since a common feature behind all the other locations that I just showed was being outside and having the sky on the frame, I'm not too sure about these options either. I feel like they're kind of different to those other 3 options, but I will keep them in the back of my mind because you just never know, they might come in handy at some point in time. And this quest to finding a suitable location was really quite successful. First 3 locations that I visited immediately stuck to my general concept and the preconceived idea that I had in mind, so that was amazing. And as it turns out, once again, it's the first things that come to mind that are often by far the most valuable. So, to sum it all up, This week was actually extremely useful and really fun. Because I started the week with no idea whatsoever of what I was gonna do, and I even felt like I lacked kind of vision of how it was gonna look. And I ended the week with having visited multiple locations, having seen several themes, having a mood board, having identified certain things that I should not do, some techniques, and with a lot of excitement to work it all out, because I've seen how it's gonna look this week, and it's gonna be, it's gonna be so amazing. I'm so excited. I want to thank you so much for watching again. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, or whatever you can to help this channel grow. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.
Bye. Bye.